You ready for some culture?
Yeah.
You ready for some grinds?
Yeah.
Well, make some noise like you're happy to be here on Tuesday night. Thank you so much for coming out. My name is Jake Arky. For those of you who don't know me, I'm new to the Kehillah community. I'm the new theater teacher here. And I'm also, thank you. I'm your master of ceremonies this evening, taking you through this wonderful magical mystery tour of arts and culture. And if you don't know Coffee Grinds, it's the intersection of arts and education. We're putting together exceptional theater, poetry, music. You guys like all those things? Yeah! All right, good. Well, then we've got you covered. We've got you totally covered. Just a couple items of business so we get everybody in. Come on in. Bring in the bears. Bring in all the bears, as many bears as we can get. And a puppy. And a puppy. Gotta have a puppy. You guys got the best seats in the house, though. So if you have an electronic device in your pockets, an iPod, an iPad, an iPhone, a whole MacBook, a pager from 1992, I don't know why you have any of that, but now would be the time to turn it off. Also, we're going to have 4 performers tonight, and if you need to get up and leave for some reason, please do it in between performers, just to help us out here. Also, want to let you guys know that we have the Shadow Box. We got a couple members from Shadow Box. Where are you guys at? Yeah? That's going to be the next show that's coming to the Black Box Theater. Entirely student produced. They're doing a great job with it. Come check it out March 8th, 9th, and 10th here in the Black Box. Also have to give a shout out to the Jewish Federation of Silicon Valley, which makes this possible for this evening to be here. It helps support the artists, helps support us. Can you please give them a round of applause? Awesome. So again, my name is Jake Arky, and tonight I'm also, besides being your Master of Ceremonies, I'm also your featured storyteller. I have a background in writing, in acting, and in 2009 I founded a storytelling arts performance organization in San Diego called So Say We All. We have a couple of books out right now. You can check it out. Our new one is on Amazon called Black Candies, Volume 3. I've got a story in there. We have a new podcast out called Incoming, which is co-produced by KPBS. It's the stories from American veterans told in their own words. You can find it on iTunes for free. Now, I go by many names, some good, some bad. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a little bit of an origin story about how I became DJ Etch-a-sketch. Yeah, give it up for him. So I need you to come back with me. Back in time. Back. No, not that far back. To 2011. I am broke, I'm unemployed, and I'm in my mid-20s. And it's New Year's Day 2011, and I am walking into the Corvette Diner in San Diego, California, looking for a job, a very specific job, and that's to be one of their weekend DJs. Now, just to give you some context about the Corvette Diner, if you can imagine a Johnny Rockets or a Mel's Drive-In on steroids, that is what the Corvette Diner is. It's a huge 50s throwback diner just dripping with nostalgia. There's little kids hopped up on a sugar high running everywhere. There's waiters and soda jerks, which is a terrible name, and busboys all dressed up like they're from the golden age of America, hating their lives. And I wanted to be their weekend DJ. So I walk in, I announce myself, they say you can head up to the DJ booth and talk to the head DJ, Ed. So I go up there and I say, hello sir, I'm here about the position of weekend DJ. And he goes, great, have you ever DJed before? And I flat out lie and say, yes, everything under the sun that you could imagine me DJing, I've done. Bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras, private corporate events, you name it, I've done it. He goes, great. Well, are you familiar with 1950s and 1960s Billboard Top 10 pop chart hits? And I flat out lie again, and I say, am I ever? That stuff is my jam. goes, oh, well, that's fantastic. The application process is very easy. I like you already. If you can put a playlist together of 10 songs and I like them, you're hired. Now, guys, this might not be obvious from the look of me, but I was not alive in the 50s, or the 60s, or even the 70s. So I don't really know a lot of the music from back then. I mean, I know the Rolling Stones, and I know the Beatles, and I know Elvis, but I looked at this playlist book of all the songs that we had at the Corvette, and it was like reading a foreign language to me. So I just randomly picked different songs, threw them into the airwaves, and just hoped everything would work out. And about song number 5, Ed turns to me and he goes, oh my God, this is one of the best playlists anybody has ever put together in an application. And thus DJ Etch-a-sketch was born. One of the most famed and critically acclaimed weekend DJs at the Corvette Diner because he played really deep cuts from really obscure artists. We're talking B-sides and C-sides, all the way down to like XYZ sides. He didn't know what he was doing, but they didn't have to listen to Hound Dog 5 times in 1 hour. And as I started to get to know the music, I started to sing along and I started to really get into it. And it was one of the best jobs I had ever had in my entire life. But you can't be DJ Etch-a-sketch forever. Your parents get worried. And at the end of 2011, I left San Diego and I moved up to the Bay Area. And I got a real job with health insurance, so Mom was very happy about that. But I started to get a craving. And I didn't know how to feed this craving. So I started to go to bars all around the Bay Areas on Tuesday and Thursday nights, bars that only advertise one thing. Karaoke. And I'd go in and I'd order a Shirley Temple, and I'd work up the courage to submit my name to the KJ. And after about 3 Shirley Temples, I finally had the courage in me to go up on the mic and sing, when the Remy's in the system, ain't no tell 'em, do I love 'em, do I diss 'em, that's what they be yelling, I'm a pimp by blood, not relation, y'all be chase them, I'll replace them. What? Oh yeah, and then MC was born. Because you know, being a little Jewish boy from the hardcore streets of Salt Lake City, Utah, you express yourself. But again, you can't be MC Pasty forever. Mom and Dad get worried. So I had to find a way to resurrect DJ Etch-a-sketch. And it just so happened, I moved up to San Francisco, I moved into a house, and one of my roommates there, she worked for a startup in San Francisco. Shocking, I know, calm down. And this startup, they were moving into an old historic building in downtown San Francisco. I know, guys, calm down. I get it, shocking. And they were having a grand opening party. And my roommate asked if I would DJ it. And I was like, yes, I will. She goes, Jake, I understand you don't have your own equipment, and you don't really own a lot of music, so I want you to think of your dream sound system. Now, I didn't want to tell her that the Corvette Diner, we did the DJ system of its iTunes with a volume knob, kind of up and down, but I didn't want to lose my credibility, so I just said, you get me the biggest, baddest, most amazing sound system that you can afford, and you spend that startup money like it's meant to be on a DJ system. That when I walked in was 3 stories tall. 3 stories tall. To say I was in over my head is an understatement. There were subwoofers with baby subwoofers, with grandbaby subwoofers. There were 2 technicians who were going to be monitoring me the entire night on my levels, who were bombarding me with questions about inputs and channels. And I'm like, where do I put my headphone into the thing? I got my laptop, and my friend is coming up to me, and there's the caterers here, and the guests are starting to arrive, and they're still asking me about how I want these certain levels. I'm like, I got this. Set everything up, and my finger hovered above the space bar, and I pressed it, And the DJ gods blessed me again because music came out, beautiful music, and we started to let the guests in, and the dance floor was popping, and people were excited, and DJ Etch-a-sketch had been resurrected. The night was going so well, and around midnight when I was supposed to stop playing, my roommate comes up to me and she goes, "Can you spin till 3 in the morning?" I'm like, "You get me a Shirley Temple, I'll do anything you want." She gives me a Shirley Temple, I take a drink, I black out. I woke up on a couch in a house surrounded by family portraits of people I didn't recognize. My wallet was empty, my cell phone was dead, and I was missing a shoe. I walked outside and found the first person I could find, and I said, "Where am I?" And they said, "You're in Oakland." I said, "Oh my God, how did I get to Oakland?" And they said, "I don't know, man, but it looks like you've had a rough night." Luckily, I still had my Clipper card, and so I took a very long BART ride back to the city. And I walked in my house, and my roommate was there, and she did not look happy. She was like, "I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. Yeah, people were making out on my boss's desk, and yes, the police were called at 3 in the morning, but I can't believe that you did that." I'm like, "What did I do? I don't remember what I did." She storms off. I go plug in my phone. I've got like 50 different messages from people who are concerned about me. And then I've got this one message from a woman named Anna. And the message goes a little something like this. I'm paraphrasing. "Hi, Jake," or DJ Etch-a-sketch, as I should call you. I was at the party last night where you were spinning, and I just loved your music. But my favorite part was when you got down onto the dance floor and started rapping with one of the songs. And then it all came back to me. DJ Etch-a-sketch being pushed aside in a Jekyll and Hyde manner, and MC Pasty taking over, going down to the dance floor, getting on the mic and screaming, "Drunk off Chris, Molly on E, can't keep a little more hands off me, both in the clubhouse singing off you and I wish I never met her at all. It gets better, order another round, it's about to go down, got 6 bottle chicks and 6 bottles of Chris, both over there, got bread everywhere." What you say? Me, you and your Chloe glasses, go somewhere private where we can discuss fashion like Prada blouse, Gucci bra, still my jeans, now take that off. I didn't. I couldn't. But I did. It happened. I saw it all in my brain, and her voicemail is continuing. "Yeah, and I'm an event coordinator, and we're doing a big retreat at the Ritz-Carlton in February. I was wondering if I could hire you." So now I'm getting gigs off of this. I'm getting gigs. But I learned a lesson. I learned a good lesson, you know, and the next gig, I went there. I had some of my own equipment, which you see with me tonight. I played all the hits that everybody wanted to hear. I was a good boy. I was having fun, but it was respectable fun. And as the night is going on, Anna comes up to me and she goes, "How are you doing?" I go, I'm doing really great. Doing fantastic." She goes, "That's awesome. We're wondering, when are you gonna rap on the mic?" And I go, I don't do that anymore. That's not me. That was somebody a long time ago. Very unprofessional." She goes, "Yeah, I don't think you quite understand. That's the whole reason that we hired you. So if you can make that happen sooner rather than later, that would be great." So I walked up to the bar. I got a Shirley Temple with 3 maraschino cherries. I jumped out on stage and I said, "Give it to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, that good stuff. But don't bullshit me. No, give me that funk, the sweet, the nasty, the good stuff." Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jake Arky. I'm here at MC.